So I cannot tell you how many times I've wanted to gray line a tattoo. But what is a gray line? A gray line is literally just, instead of it being black, it's a gray wash. It's a version of your setup, your gray wash setup, dipping into one of those shades and lining something. It's gonna heal lighter. How light? What does it look like? How do they heal? That's what we want to know. And for this, we're going to be using the old trusty leg, so we better just get on with the show. Alright, here you go, guys. At the top, this is where we did our blowout video. I'll link that up there. But for today, we're going to be working right down here. We're going to be using a 9-round liner and a 7-round shader for this. My ink setup for this is full black. 20 drops of black in the next cap, 10 drops, 5 drops, 2 drops. Then I add 6 drops of white in there. To each one of those caps, add distilled water and stir it up. Now I will be making a 1 drop as well here. That's going to be 1 drop of black, 6 drops of white, and distilled water. This is going to be my lightest gray wash for the setup. You can see right here, this is the setup we're going to be using. So when I refer to the different numbers, this is what I'm referring to: 1, 2, 5, 10, 20, and full black. Okay, so kicking it off here, we're starting with a 2 drop. I will go back and put that 1 drop in at the end, followed by a 5 drop. Again, like we showed in making the gray wash, that's 2 drops of black. The rest is pretty much distilled water. In my case, I add 6 drops of white to each cap to help me visually see my gray washes. So again, we have 2, 5, 10. This one right here is our 20 drop, and then we'll round that off with our pure black. Now the reason I did this with a 9-round liner and a 7-round shader was because I wanted to also have a little bit thicker of a line so I could see a little bit more of it. I know that those lighter tones, it might not be as easy to see, so I figured if I tested it out with both a round liner and a round shader, we'll be able to see them a little bit better. A few times where I wanted to do some gray lining was realistic pieces. I knew I wasn't going to get that piece finished in time, so it would have been nice to go ahead and just gray line some of the parts for the next session. But I didn't know if I went too light, would it be able to be seen later? If I went too dark, would it be too dark? I don't know. Should I use a 4, a 5 drop, a 2 drop, a 1 drop for these things? So I just thought it important to just go ahead and test it out. Why not share the results with you guys in case you have those same questions, which you may, or maybe you've already figured that out. Either way, I hope the video helps you out. If it is, or if it's entertaining, or anything of the above, I ask that you give it a like, guys. Subscribe if you haven't already. Ring the bell to get notifications when we post as well. It all goes to help the channel out, so I really appreciate y'all's support. So with that in, let's go ahead and recap this a little bit. At the top, we did that in our 9-round liner. We have our 1 drop, 2, 5, 10, 20, full black, and we repeat the process down here with our round shader. So here you can see how they all look fresh in the skin. Now to me, they kind of have all of a black appearance, so it's going to be interesting to see just how they heal. So that's it fresh, but now we want to see what we came here to see. Luckily, with YouTube magic, we can fast forward a month into the future and check these out. So we have our fresh and we have our healed. Now the difference I noticed between these two is that on our fresh side, our lights are a bit darker, if you will. Once they healed lighter, but they actually healed quite strongly. So I would say that 1 and that 2 drop are not bad if you're looking for a very light gray line, something that you can put in and come back another session. It's not going to be gone, but it's going to be light enough to work through. It's going to be light enough to put all your shades over top of it, and you'll probably never see it again. Now, obviously, we look at our fresh black versus our healed black. They're pretty much the same. It's the mid-tones, if you will. It's that 5, the 10, and the 20, mainly the 5 and the 10. They're not bad. Those healed a little bit lighter. When they went in, as you see, when they're fresh, they looked quite a bit darker. Now when those mid-tones healed, they're right where I would want them to be. So it was reassuring to see this, to know, okay, it might go in dark, but it is going to heal its proper shade, just like when it came to the gray wash setup. I put nothing to chance. Always test things out when you can. So again, I am happy to see that it goes in kind of light, it heals light, but it stays. And again, I'm referring to those light tones, the 1s and the 2s. And even the 5 is not bad if you're looking for something just a little bit darker, but something that's not overpowering like a black or whatnot, guys. I can honestly say this has helped me out. But let me know what you guys think. Has this helped you out? Is this going to make your gray wash operation, your gray lining any smoother? If you have any tips, anything you want to add, let me know in the comments. Share it with all of us because I know I read the comments. So if you have some sort of input, I might learn something from it. Everybody else may as well, guys. But again, if you enjoyed this video, give it a like, subscribe if you haven't already, ring the bell to get notifications when we post. And until next time, my friends, peace.